guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kate, or I go by as always More Sims here on YouTube, and I'm back again with another creative sim. All I've been doing since my Sims 3 game stopped working is Sims 4 creative sims. Did I say Sims 3 creative sim? I meant Sims 4 if I did say Sims 3. But yeah, I'm doing the Disney, like the 6 original Disney princesses, like made modern. I don't think I did very well. I don't like how a lot of them turned out. I didn't really know what I was envisioning with each of them. I just kind of like, oh, this would be fun. And I tried it. I'm like, I was terrible at that. That was awful. I was so bad at that. Like, I wanted the princesses to look decent. And I feel like a lot of them look really similar, like face structure wise, except for Snow White. Snow White looks very different. And maybe it's because she was my first one. But I don't like how she turned out at all. I think she is just, her face was really angular and a lot of sharp cheekbones, sharp jawline, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I felt like it looked really odd on her. So I wasn't totally feeling it, but I didn't know how to fix it, so I just kind of went with it. My favorite of the princesses that I did would probably have to be Aurora. I actually think Aurora turned out really pretty. Not the biggest fan of the outfit I put her in, but she still, the 6 that I did, was my favorite. Speaking of the 6, I did Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Ariel, Belle, and Jasmine. Or I guess Aurora. But yeah, those were the 6 I did, and honestly, I'm not sure if those were the first 6, but I know that those are the 6, Disney princesses I first think of. Honestly, I don't think of Pocahontas and Mulan. I've never seen either of those movies all the way through. They just don't interest me at all. I've heard music from them. I've seen bits and pieces of them, but I've never seen the full entire movie of, either one. So, those aren't the 6 I think of, and I was trying to think of, the first 6 off the top of my head, and those were the 6 I came up with. Those Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, and Jasmine. So, yeah. Also, I'm gonna sneeze. It's not what I was gonna say, but I need to sneeze. I can feel it. I sneezed. Okay, sorry. I don't know if I'll cut that out or not, because I don't really have the time for that today. Because I want to... Okay, so my thoughts are really jumbled right now. I want to be doing A to Z Baby Challenge. While my Sims 3 game is down, I don't really have any option to play anything else. The only things I can really do is Sims 4 Creative Sims, it seems, because that seems to be the only thing I've been doing. Or A to Z Baby Challenge. I mean, I could do another Sims 4 speed build, but I don't know. Speed builds are actually a lot of work for me, just in the planning, because I actually draw out the layout of the house and how I draw the house plan, how I want things to look, and that takes a lot of time I don't have. So yeah, I want to be doing A to Z Baby Challenge more often, but then at the same time I don't, because if you guys don't know, A to Z Baby Challenge is actually not my favorite Let's Play. I'm not the biggest fan of it. And it's just because The Sims 4 drives me nuts. It is really laggy on my computer. The Sims don't do what I tell them to, and I don't think it has anything to do with free will. I think it has everything to do with I tell them to do something and suddenly the interaction cancels and they just go do something else. I don't think that has anything to do with free will. I've never seen any other Simmers have this problem, on YouTube. I don't know. It drives me nuts though, and then the camera, when that glitches out, that drives me nuts. There's all these little things that stack up and drive me nuts, when put all together. So yeah, I miss my Sims 3. I miss my Sims 3 a lot. But oh well. But yeah, I need to be doing more Sims 4 A to Z Baby Challenge. Try and knock a little bit of this out while I'm still waiting to get that gaming computer, which by the way, don't ask me how that's coming along, because I don't know. I haven't really had the chance to sit down and say, okay, well, I've saved up this much, I have this much left to go before I can get this, and get this. Oh, My computer just went to sleep. Wake up. Okay. Yeah. I haven't had time. I don't have time anymore. I've been working a lot. On Fridays, I actually go to my old grade school to basically shadow a teacher. It was actually my old second grade teacher. She's like a second mom to me, okay? Like, I love this woman. She's so great. I used to be super close with her kids. Like, they used to be a second family to me, but then, like, she and my mom used to work together. Then my mom moved to teaching 6th grade, and so they were on different floors, and so they never saw each other then, and her kids and my brother and I, we were getting, like, older, and we would go see them when my parents needed them to babysit us, but they didn't need to babysit us anymore. I was old enough that I didn't need a babysitter, and I was old enough that I could watch my brother, plus her kids, like, her son is a year older than I am, and her daughter is a year older than my brother. And so, like, we're all kind of stair-stepped. And if I could watch my brother that I was old enough, then her son could definitely watch her daughter. Like, they didn't need us anymore, and we didn't really need them. So we didn't see each other as much, and I totally miss them. And then I actually found out, like, really sad news last week about, that it was always, like, I'm not going to say their real names, so we're going to go, Bob and Helen. That's not their names. We're going to use that. It's always been to, like, my family that it's, oh, we're going over to Bob and Helen's. It was never just, oh, we're going over to Bob's, we're going over to Helen's, we're going over to, or we'd say, like, their kid names, but apparently Bob has been cheating on Helen, and oh my god, it sucks. And, like, they're gonna wait until, their daughter finishes up her years at grade school, before they, get divorced. But, oh my god, it's just so sad. It's almost like finding out my own parents are getting divorced, because, like, it's just really sad. But anyways, that went way off topic. Yeah, so I'm just super busy, and I haven't really had the time to do it, and I need to, though. So I might have to be somewhere in, like, 30 minutes, but then when I come back, I might get a little pre-recording, recording. I don't know, and I don't know how the schedule's gonna work still. I don't know. But yeah, so I have a really bad sunburn right now. I went to one of my brother's baseball games, and it was like a tournament kind of thing. So it was like 4 hours long, and I was sitting outside in the sun 4 hours, and I had shorts on and a t-shirt, and the tops of my thighs are sunburnt, and the tops of my arms are sunburnt, and then, like, one half of my face, because of the way I was sitting, that the sun was, like, coming up and over my shoulder, so it got, like, the back of my neck, the side of my neck, and then the whole right side of my face. And then since my arms were resting on my legs, the tops of my arms are sunburnt, my right arm all the way is sunburnt, and my thighs are sunburnt. Like, I'm so miserable, and my legs are starting to itch. And yeah, it's ugh. So there's that. Bear, if you guys remember, I did a create a sim of a border collie mix named Bear. He got adopted to a terrible person. I don't have any right to say that, I guess, but I actually did an adoption event yesterday that I went and volunteered for, because I want to get those dogs adopted so bad that, like, the days I have off, I'm still devoting to go pretty much work, but for free now. Anyways, I was at this adoption event, and I was dropping the dog off that I had taken, and I saw this black and white dog standing at the front counter. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so much like Bear. And the dog looks towards me. I'm like, oh my god, it is Bear. And he just looked so miserable. And at first I'm like, okay, maybe it's because, he's back in the shelter and he's afraid he's going to be put back up for adoption or something. But his tail was between his legs, he just looked so miserable. So I went out to, I'd taken my dad's truck so I could take the dog, because it wasn't a small dog, it was a big dog. So I didn't have room in the Mustang to take a big dog. So I took my dad's truck, and I had gone back out, and I was asking my parents if they wanted me to bring home something for lunch, and out comes this guy and Bear. And Bear still looks absolutely miserable, and the guy takes him out into like the grass in front of the shelter, and he just stands there, and then Bear stands there like he doesn't know what this guy is expecting him to do, and then the guy starts like shouting at Bear, you know, come on, use the bathroom, just go already. And then finally he's like, fine, and yanks Bear towards the car. And I'm just like, oh my god, no. I would have preferred he stayed in the shelter and waited for somebody else to come find him. If this is like the home he's gone to. I was so upset when I saw that yesterday, that this dog that like I adored is miserable in his new home. And every time I talk about it, I get upset. So, the dog I took to this adoption event, her name was Elle. Ironic, because I have an Ellie George, and I call her Elle. But anyways, this dog I took was named Elle, and she was a sweetheart. She was such a good dog. She just laid there. Like, we had 5 or 6 dogs out at this event, and she's black and white. She's a blue heeler mix, and she was the only one there that had any black on her. The others were all like light tan, brown and white. They were all lighter colors. And so she was like super hot because we were out in the sun. But at the same time, like, she was just totally chill. Like, I was sitting on the grass and she was like laying in my shadow, and she was super calm, super relaxed. The other dogs were like all fighting each other, like playful, like playing with each other. They were attacking each other. And she was just laying there, and, you know, she left with the kids, and she was a really good dog. And we're actually looking, there's these Cocker Spaniel puppies my dad saw on Facebook here in town. And they have one, there's a brindle one, and brindle means they're like the caramelish color and white. And we're looking at a 6th dog. Guys, we're insane. We are insane. But, oh, so cute. But we don't know if it's a girl or a boy. We don't want a boy, because boys are harder to potty train, and they pee on everything. So we're hoping that the brindle one's a girl. If not, then we're just going to say, oh well, and move on. But, yeah. So, I guess, you know, that's it. I've been wanting to rant for a while and be like, oh, I wish I had a YouTube video I could go rant in right now, but I haven't. So I got some ranting done. I got to talk a little bit, and now I feel better. So the video is going to end soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will try and find a way to put these guys on the gallery, but you'll have to make sure that you have it checked for custom content, because otherwise it won't show up. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.